It's week 2 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Houston. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down for Houston.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Stroud. Now he'll run it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll go play action with Stroud. To the goal line and in. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Mike, when we have a chance to talk to this quarterback's teammates, the word they always use is perfectionist, and it's pretty easy to see why. When we had a chance to sit down with him the other day, one thing was very clear. He was not happy about it.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Stroud. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive coverage. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Texans set to punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Oilers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. In motion comes Andrews. He gets this one complete to Johnston. A pickup there of 13. 1st down for Houston.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Johnston. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Texans who have the early lead. And more from Houston coming up. in a moment. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line for the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Off he goes. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the...
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. Over the middle. He's got the tight end Schultz. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stroud. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. To the left side, caught by Schultz. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. In motion comes Andrews. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Now set to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. And this will be from 42 yards out. No issues there. This one is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. Jalen Tolbert, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to get to 2-0, and they've got the lead on the road. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. Tank Bigsby, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. It was a terrific first half from the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Oilers offense and Patrick Mahomes coming out for their next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Patrick to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion comes Andrews. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mahomes. Thrown left side. The catch is made. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Second and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up third and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Oilers are on the board. It's 10-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
The Oilers offense ready to take over once again. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Oilers are on top. It's 14-10.
14, Texans 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. That's to his tight end, Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Stroud. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. He's got Dell for that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Up the middle they go. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Johnston. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Mahomes back. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will go all the way. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
And Butker on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Oilers extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Texans 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Right back to Dell. He's got it again. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Now Stroud. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to White. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Andrews. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Right back to the air for Mahomes. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. They'll run here. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This a potential game winner. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's gotta have. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Here's first and 10. Now, Stroud. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Here comes second down. Throwing is Stroud. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Big play coming up. This is third down. Here we go. One final play. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.